Well, hello everybody. It is Friday night, which means it's time for Guitar Safari. And Seth, how you doing?
I'm really good. How are you, Charles?
I'm doing all right.
Doing all right. Getting good grades. My future's so bright. I gotta wear shades.
All right.
Yeah, I gotta wear shades.
So interesting topic today, huh?
Well, you know what? Your topic was really good too.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that topic could also be expressed in this, which Charles' topic was, tell me if I'm wrong here. I'm going off of memory and my memory is terrible, but it was bad habits that we hold on to from beginning,
Right.
and the ones that are that really are hard to shake, or that you find yourself, even after you know that you've kind of gotten back past that, you're like, oh shoot, they rear their head again.
Yeah, and you're still doing it, and you know you shouldn't. So,
but I said, no, Charles, that doesn't rhyme. All right. If it doesn't freaking rhyme, we're not doing it. I said, what's the rig for the gig? Woo! Extra points for the rhymes. And Charles was like, oh, I better just go with Seth. I'm really you're really, really tired is what it was. Huh?
Well, but it's interesting though, because this is something, of course, I don't have experience because I haven't gigged as a guitarist, right?
I get that.
But it is something that we have enough people in our audience that have done it, that have taken different gear out there and done a gig, and they could tell us the really great things that they did and what worked, and also the really horrible things that did not.
I mean, yes, the rig that you take to the gig or the rig that you take to the vacation house would be another one you could throw in there. The rig that you take over to your friend's house, even though you don't have a full band, but you're going over to Jimmy's and you guys are going to jam a little bit. Like, what's the rig? I'd like to know.
So, yeah, what's the right gig for playing out in the garage? What's the right gig for playing out at a festival? What's the right gig for what's the right gear to gig out in a bar, or what's your rig based upon where you're going?
Yes, and that's a good point there, Chuck, because it is based upon where you're going. Because if you know you're going somewhere that has a big like a big board, and they're gonna you're gonna be mixed, and the stage has a monitor set up and all that good stuff, then your decision-making process for what you bring to the gig would be probably different. I mean, if I'm making that choice, I'm going digital. For if I'm going where there's like a soundboard and it's a bigger house and there's somebody that's actually sitting there doing the mix while I'm playing, I'll go digital and straight in.
Okay. Sounds good.
Makes it easier for them. So what are they bringing?
Yeah, well, we'll see what everyone is. But let's go ahead and let's welcome folks in.
Say hello to people.
Yeah, we gotta say some hello to some people. Yeah. So first in our chat, we have Cushman NYC saying hello, Charles and Seth.
What up?
And Michael Krause with all his brightness on the way in. You people have gigs?
Gigs? No, we don't. I stopped gigging because it started being like not enough of a reward for me. I didn't get the charge out of it anymore, and it was kind of a pain in the. You know what? Ben will have good input on this. It's a pain in the ass, and unless you're coming above breaking even, at some point you're like, I'm not even gonna bother.
All right, and we got Zach Thong saying, "Hey, Charles 75N and Seth." Well, hello there, Zach.
What up, CT?
We got Master Wayne McConnell with the Hey Gang.
Yo, what up, Wayne? What's cracking?
And we got Patrick Trites saying, "Good day, happy Friday, everyone, and
good day, good day."
We got Greasy Monkey Guitar saying, "Hey there, Charles 75, Seth, and all." Well, hello there. We got Brother Ben Coombs coming in with greetings and salutations.
Yeah, so he knows that it's not only if you're bringing tube amps have a finite amount of trips to and from a gig or before you shake something, something's going to go. So you just consider that as like, when you charge mileage when you're driving a car for somebody, it's like you should charge mileage for bringing your amp. because it's your amp's getting shook all the hell.
And how much of a backup rig do you need at your gig? So.
Ooh. Wait, who said that? Oh, yeah. No, you're totally right. Yes. How much? You almost hope that the people that they either have a backline, they have something there, or that whoever you're playing with would, support you if something went haywire or.
There you go. We got BC Rich 581 saying hello, everyone. Hello
But
there.
I'm always like, I used to play acoustic guitar and go out and play out like open mics, and some knucklehead would be playing hella hard on their guitar and break their string, and they'd be like, "Oh, can I borrow your guitar?" I'd be like, "Hell no, you can't borrow my guitar. This is like one of my prized possessions, and I see how you treat your shit.
There you
No,
go.
you cannot borrow my guitar."
Well,
Not
we
my
have
acoustic
Randy
guitar.
Crooks. He says, "Hey everyone, my wife bought me his Epi 60s Les Paul today. Nice.
Winning in the wife game.
I have lost count of the new guitars in Randy Crooks's life.
You know that the game of life, he's winning in the game of wife.
And there you go.
All right, he's winning the game of life. Because
Blue Box saying,
man.
"Cheers, everyone. Hope Friday was a killer."
Randy, you could always give not in a weird way. You could give her my information for a custom order. She might do it just to surprise you. I'm just saying. In turn, I could give you my hot wife's phone number, and you could be even. And I wouldn't.
Every the salesman.
That'd be fun to be surprised by a Presley. If somebody gave somebody a Presley, actually, that's happened a couple of times with friends that gave their kids a Presley.
Mm-hmm.
They were probably disappointed though. Fuck, not a Fender.
Welcome in, Ken. Hip Metalworks has made his way in.
What up, Hip? Yeah.
And brother Dan Gorman's here. Hey, everybody. How's it going? How's it going, Dan?
Mm-hmm. Gorman rips. Good rapid spot in Maine. Oh, yeah.
Steve Reeser is here saying hi, Charles, Seth, everyone. Cheers. And with the beer emoji.
What? Oh, yeah. Beer? I haven't had a beer in a while. Boy, do I miss. Maybe it's been a week, I think.
And you're right because Rhodey's Jam Cave is here. So, just.
Rhodey's Jam Cave? What? Hell yes,
that's when you have a show when Rhodey's shows up.
I like a jam cave. It's like better than a jam shack because caves are usually like, pretty sturdy. No, actually, yeah, but a garage is a step up from a cave.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. No, I'm just kidding. They're all good.
Where does it rank between guitar cave, guitar shack, guitar? What's the other?
No, you have a jam cave, a guitar garage, and a love shack.
What about the guitar dungeon? Where's
drum dungeon? You have the drum dungeon, I think, maybe.
Yeah. We got Michael B, who used to be live all the time, and
Michael B.
The answer to the what is your rig at the gig?
One guitar or a bass, backup, a Helix, toolbox. Done.
Nice,
beautiful, perfect. One little baggy bag, good to go. But if your Helix takes a shit, you're out of it.
We got Herb of Fireside Spiel saying hello to everyone.
Herb like setting up a get away from me. Get your drinks away from my Helix. People are like, oh, what pedal is that? And they want to come up and touch it and like, oh, what is this thing? Whoa, I never seen a knob like that. Like, don't touch my stuff.
There you go. We got Brian from Searching for Tone saying, well, hello.
Yes. What is happening, B?
Time Surfing Alien is here. Good evening, everybody.
Ooh, wait, is that even a newer one with the alien shooting the tube?
No, this is the one that's been there for kind of a while now.
Oh, okay.
But this is cooler than the original.
The alien is surfing the tube. AI had something involved in that. That was an AI endeavor. I see you. Mm-hmm.
All right, done. Let's see. We got
Randy sent you a picture.
We got Martin from
L&M.
Martin from L&M Guitar Corners joined us. Hey everyone, just woke up and see that you're live and decided to hop in.
What is
Leave a like, got to dash again, and he's got to get up in 2 hours. Okay, well,
dude,
I get
what are you doing here? You got to get up in 2 hours. I mean, dude, we appreciate you. You are freaking awesome.
Coming by anytime. And we got brother Trev Symmetry is here in the chat.
And Martin is the luthier one of the two, mainly, right?
Right. Martin tends to do more guitar work than Lucas.
He is so freaking smart. And Martin, I just have to say again, I haven't forgotten how amazing you were with my last build when I had this piece of it was the spalted maple. Mm-hmm. And his suggestion was that I go in and that I dye inside the spalts, take 2 of the blinds. And he really sent me an email that was so well developed. I was like, this has to be AI. No one puts this much effort into something for me. All right. Mm-hmm. So, and I emailed him back. He's like, no, it's not AI. It took me a little while to do it. Actually, I was like, man, thank you.
He's a great guy. He is a great guy and a wiring genius. I'm just saying.
Well, bring it on. Come out here. I'm a wiring. Okay. I'm good at wiring. I'll say that, but I'm not a genius with it. I'm always really happy when it all works out, which I think proves that I'm not a genius at it. Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, thank God that worked. Right.
He's made his way in, and he says, "I'm here, busy working, but listening. Appreciate you, buddy. Appreciate
Hell
you.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's see. We got Jeff K. Say, "What's up, rockers?" Charles and Seth.
Jeff K. I think I already talked to Jeff K about this, but I used to race against a Jeff K who was in my go-kart league, and he was freaking fast. I had like long hair. It's probably not you, Jeff K, but if you want to start a freaking go-kart league and race, I'm down, brother.
I want to thank you to Michael B. You can donate, you can send $1.99 and said, Seth, stay away from my Helix with your drinks.
Dude, I'm telling you, I would be there defending it. I would be like, you better get up. Yeah, I'd be keeping people away from your Helix, dude. I don't mess like around. I wouldn't come up and be like, what's that? I would ask you politely later on the side of the stage, oh, dude, I saw you have that Helix there. What are your top settings, your top 5 presets or whatever? That's probably what I would ask, you know.
Here you go. And we got brother Zach Thong saying, hey, I don't play gigs, but if I was going to, for sure, it would be a solo acoustic player. I don't really have a desire to play with the band.
That's a very good way to do it. I agree. I was a solo acoustic player for a long time. There's a lot of reward in that because you're just bringing a guitar, bring a good guitar, right? Because people notice when you plug in a really nice guitar you go to enough places in an open mic, you'll get to a place where it's a really good sound system and you'll hear it and you'll be like, oh, that's why. That's the difference.
Here you go. Yeah. Well, we got Stephen Monteficelli saying, good evening, gents. Just got in from wiring up a friend's trailer lights. Hope everyone's doing fine.
Very cool. Right on for doing that for your homie.
Mm-hmm. That's right. That can be fun and tricky depending on the age of the wiring system.
Yeah, 16 pin, so you got 16 of them to word through. Why would they have 16? There's only freaking 2 lights. Oh, I guess there's functions. So you got the lights. You need the brighter for the stopping. You need the flashing, and that might take 2. And then you, I don't know, it's a whole bunch of wires. You seem like you got too many wires left over. Maybe it's only an 8 pin. I don't know.
Let's see. Brother Ben has said he dropped his rig setup.
Oh, yeah. All right. I want to see what that is. Because he's already prepped. He's got a pedal board, so he's got his pedal board ready to go. And then he's got an amp. Ben's not playing on a tiny amp live. Something tells me he wants to feel it on stage.
I'm not seeing it though.
Oh, dude, you're not going to make him type it twice. Well, I don't know. I'm sorry.
There you go. No, I got it.
Okay, you found it.
He says, I always bought 1 amp, a pedal board, and 2 to 3 guitars. There's days I'll also bring there are days I bring my current Monday night rig. There you go.
Okay, so what he's playing on Monday nights is pretty much what he would bring with him, his pedal board, and then 2 or 3 guitars. I would think a guitar in standard tuning, a backup in standard tuning, and a guitar in like drop D or D standard, something like that's what I would think would be Ben. Some kind of, or maybe all 3, because he tunes really fast when he's in standard to go wherever.
There you go. Monch says, I'm just a bedroom player now. Last time playing in the club was in the 80s.
Wow, that is a while from a club. I get it. I'm 4 or 5 years out. I stopped playing. I was actively playing when the night that like the COVID shutdown happened. I was like on stage that like last night before they just shut down all the restaurants. So, and then I've made it out a couple times since then, but not really inspired to go and deliver some performance that's within me that has to be cast out. I don't have that energy in me.
And Ben's reminding us 2 amps these days for stereo, for sure.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. Michael B with another $4.99. Thank you very much. He says JC100 with rat pedal, maybe a little delay and overdrive always on. Sometimes a Univibe, Kramer or a P bass through an Ampeg model with Sane FX.
Nice. With JC100, I love it. You're talking with both cabinets, probably. I've played in a couple of bands. I'll have you know that Unjust for a period of time was 2 full stacks, and the bassist had like some crazy Mesa with these Ampeg. It was a crazy rig. It was a double head and like 8 speakers on his rig, and we were in a small garage. I had earplugs and the headset over it.
Okay.
Because it was so intense.
Nice. Yeah. Well, I want to say what's up to Jimmy Bider, who's made his way in.
What's up, dude? Yeah, that was intense. Playing with that band was freaking intense. They were so heavy. They were so, and all the musicians were really good. I was a really good drummer when I was doing it all the time. I was lucky to be in that band.
Nice. Maj says he used to just bring the Les Paul and the Ampeg, both which are stupid heavy.
Yeah, a Les Paul and an Ampeg for sure. But the Ampeg's probably not going to break, and the Les Paul is probably not going to break. So you're pretty reliable stereo 212. Yeah. Oh, JC100 is a combo stereo 212. Okay. They had these 100 heads that were Marshall heads that they had hot rodded by the famous guy that hot rodded everybody's amp in the Bay Area. All the Metallica amps were hot rodded by this guy. I don't know his name because I wasn't playing guitar and I didn't have my stuff hot rodded by that guy. But,
oh, I love it. Zach Thong says Charles and Seth, some of the new sound systems for solo acoustic artists are great, like some of the Bose surround systems. He thinks they sound great.
And Fishman Fluence pickups. Zach, here's something you should know. A Telecaster guitar with some Fishman Fluence pickups in it might be something that you could really use, right? And of course, then you're going to need a pretty nice amp, but you might already have an okay amp or a nice amp, acoustic amp. It would work because those Fishmans can be set up to give you the cleanest, most acoustic sounding. Like it almost sounds like a Piazzo pickup. I mean, they're so good. So you could think about, because all the stuff you do on your acoustic can sound amazing on a Telly with those pickups. I've heard it.
Interesting.
Yeah. Glenn Phillips plays those pickups.
I love this. Randy is just messing with us here. He says, I would take whatever the gig requires. However, I do not gig, so I would bring nothing.
I don't need to bring nothing. I get it. That's why I try to, let's diversify. If you're going to your vacation house and you're going to play guitar, what are you comfortable with, as a traveling setup? I've showed this a number of times. I'm probably 10 times by now on this show. But this right here, dude.
Yeah, that is like that.
I love it because it fits. Literally fits perfectly in a Strat case, in that little thing that opens up. That little. Do you have a hard shell Strat case? Do you remember?
Yes.
So it goes right in that little leaf, that box. And it fits like perfect to where it's like snuck bloop, right in there. And so you bring this, and you've got your Fender style amp, your Plexi style amp. You've got delay with a tap tempo. And, you can dial that Fender to be really, really clean and just, and then dial the Plexi to be it doesn't go all the way where you really need it to be. You know what I mean? So it doesn't give you the full, but you can get it enough there to where you can get by. I don't know if I could do this if I was if I was a touring musician. I would need more complexity than this to achieve what I would want to do every night. But I can get by with this for a gig.
There you go.
A Roland JC100. Oh,
let's see. And Maj said I had this up for a while. He said for my pedals, he just used a super distortion and a flanger.
Oh yes, but we're talking Roland JC100. I think that's the like that core, like a jazz chorus Roland. JC. If you would have said a Roland jazz chorus, there you go. The JC threw me because I'm used to applying that to the Marshall heads. But yes, that's what the guy from Operation Ivy played on, was the 210 or 212 jazz chorus that was epic. So good.
Yeah. And Ben saying full rig, always full rig.
Yeah. I mean, if I'm going to bring a tube amp, I'm probably going to bring my little classic 30 because you can lift it actually, and it's dependable, and it has that Honda Civic, kind of thing. It just does its little thing, and it you can tell it's a tube amp, sounds like a tube amp. It gives you what you need. It has blooms. It has a bunch of good stuff. Oh, hey, BC Rich, did you notice? Oh, what's that? I spy behind my little shoulder. Oh, what's that? That's a bass. Oh, is Presley building a bass? Yes, he is building a bass. What? Why not?
Jimmy Biter says if there's a PA, just my pedal board. If not, the PV XXL and Wiggy cab, three guitars.
3 guitars. 2 standard, 1 for a backup, and then 1.
I'm a little bit lost here. What's a Wiggy cab?
Oh yeah, BC, that's what we got going on back there. It's a Presley Jazz.
Hey there, Bob Blue, welcome in.
Presley Jazz. I can't even do BC. I think you have my number or whatever. I could tell you offline what I got this body for. They're all gone now. I bought the last ones, 2 of them. They were in clearance, but they have a couple of 5-string still available. The bodies, the loaded bodies. But I couldn't find any 5-string neck blanks, bass 5-string neck blanks. I couldn't find any.
Oh, really?
So yeah, I found a 4-string, like a 43 millimeter nut width, which I don't think is going to be enough for a 5-string bass. But it had a blank paddle to where I could put the holes for the tuners anywhere. But I think it's more about having the right, you need a little bit wider fretboard. Like you want a 40, I don't know, BC would know, like a 46 millimeter or something on a 5-string bass. Yeah.
Hey, Randy Crooks, I can't seem to pull up that picture of your Les Paul. So if you want me to go ahead and send it again, if you want me to show it off for you.
Oh yeah, send that or text it to me. I don't. Let me check it if I got text. I did. Okay, he sent it to me.
Oh, he sent it to you. Okay.
Oh, it's a good burst. Hold on.
Oh, very nice.
Damn rotating phone stuff.
It's good. Nice. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
How about that?
I've become kind of more fond of the cream plastics with the gold, like aged knobs. I used to really not like that.
No worries, Michael B.
But I do like that look now.
Yeah. It is nice. It's sweet.
Totally. I like that burst.
So Brian is asking Jimmy, do you have a switcher for your board?
Right. What kind of switcher? What, like you have like?
Well, Brian's asking Jimmy, so we'll see.
All right.
All right. BC Rich says you can sometimes get away with a really wide P-neck bass. You can sometimes get away with a really wide P-bass neck blank if you get used to a narrower spacing and smaller tuners.
Yeah, I don't mind doing. I can cut the nut and I have the StewMac spacing ruler, so I could figure that out and do the spacing and cut the nut and all that. But another thing is, I'm not into it. I don't. I mean, at some point, I might tell myself, "Shoot, I really need a 5-string bass because I really want one." But that's not the case right now. I bought enough to make 2. I think I'm gonna keep one and sell one because I kind of want to always have a bass around.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
There you
It's
go.
almost more
And
fun.
Jimmy Biter's reporting back. Nope, no switcher. I'm just tap dancing the whole time.
Yeah, I like it. That's the shoegaze, man. The shoegaze stuff.
Welcome in BCG 5150 Guitars.
150.
And he is going back to his first message that I missed. He says, Seth, you were saying about the Telecaster pickups, the T-System pickups from EMG are amazing. You can almost get any tone out of them, from the country twang to the metal. If you've never looked into them, check them out.
Well, I will check them out. That is really cool. So if they do, I mean, that sounds really cool, and I will check them out. But the Fishman Fluences it's a different design, and it's a different way of capturing the wave. It's a different thing. It's really cool. But I do need to check out the EMG. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that because EMGs could be working in the same way because those are also powered pickups. So they're doing something there with the electronic magnetic field by boosting it with the power.
Mm-hmm.
It's good stuff. It's cool stuff.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see. Brian said he just snagged on a Boss ES8 110 off a shop. We're in a little place called Tejas
ES8. A Boss ES8 is a pedal.
Asking about switchers, so I imagine it's some type of switcher.
Oh, well, I have a switcher. I have an AB switcher that I used to use when I was big time into looping, and I needed it to bounce something one direction and do something the other direction.
Yeah.
But
And BC Rich 581 saying I love 5 so much, and they are niche, but they are niche to be honest. So really prefers the 4-string to the 5, but
I can see how it's like once you've been given a tool and then you start using it and you're like, oh, I can never go back now. Don't take that away. What are you thinking? You don't even think about that.
Chime in on this one. He says, yep, 5s and 6s are fun, but I always play 4s.
The reason I would want to have a 4 around most of the time is because most of the music that I'm playing is going to be on a 4-string bass, and because specifically School of Rock tries to avoid 5-string stuff or assigning that because they don't stock a bunch of 5-string basses, so they don't give out songs for kids. But like Attention by Charlie Puth, that's if you want to play that properly, you need the 5-string bass, and you got to have that low B to really get the tone and what they're doing. But you can get away with it. You can play it differently, transpose it on a 4-string.
Well, welcome in Eddie Fay. He is here saying, hey, guitar friends.
Yep. Oh, wait. Eddie Fay? What up, Eddie? Well, I was just reading somebody was saying something about the about those active pickups.
Yeah. BCG 5150 saying active pickups, great stuff. 9-volt, never hum or buzz ever.
Yes, until your battery's almost dead. But you're totally right. And batteries last a long, long time. I am actually in the process of waiting till that dark blood red guitar. I'm seeing when is that battery even gonna die? It was already the oldest battery I'd ever seen because it was in a warehouse that I cleaned out that was in the thing, but it wasn't plugged on it. But it's been up there working for 2 years.
Oh wow!
I'm gonna try it. Yeah, because it only activates when you turn the system on or when you plug in the guitar.
Yeah, that's the thing you got to remember. Now they've got the ones that they charge, right, as well. You just not a battery.
You can charge it up. There's a little port. Yeah. Yep. I do like noiseless active pickup.
All right. So if you were going to go and you were going to play, small little gig outside somewhere, what do you bring in for a rig?
Small little gig outside. No board. I'm bringing, okay, gig outside with a band.
Sure.
I'm bringing, I'm going to need my Fender Super 210. That would be enough to get me by as far as if I'm playing guitar, then that'd be loud enough. And then, I mean, I have like the worst pedal board, really. I really just do, the amp has its own reverb, so I really only need a delay pedal, a compressor, and a chorus pedal if I want to get a little tricky. I don't ever usually use a flange or anything like that. And I typically will go straight to my other channel on my Fender for all the distortion. I don't even use any kind of drive pedals with it. I just use its distortion channel because it's so good. That's what I would take probably. But the problem with that is it depends on how many gigs you're doing, because that amp is so heavy. It is 70 pounds or something like that. And I'm looking at like 12 stairs before I get to a car. You know?
Yeah, you gotta watch the heavy gear. You gotta be careful. You gotta be nice to yourself.
You know, I mean, I'm wondering now. I'm thinking as I say all that whole long spiel, how loud is my Spark 50 or my Spark 2? Right, it's a 50 watt. It's pretty loud. I mean, but I think as soon as you try to get it into a mix at all, you're going to get stepped on.
Oh, most likely. Those are 100% made for a guy playing alone in his bedroom for sure,
or playing along with YouTube for sure.
Yeah,
like that's what I enjoy that a lot. Yeah.
Well, Zach is talking to Robbie Stingle, and Robbie Stingle's going to be coming on chatting with Charles this Sunday, and apparently he's excited because they've been talking about it.
Very cool.
And so, all right, appreciate it. Well, I'm looking forward to having Robbie on. It should be a great show.
It'll be fun. I got to work, but usually I catch the beginning of it on my way.
And we got Mitch Heyman. He has made his way in saying, hello, Charles and Seth. Well, hello there, Mitch. We're looking forward to listening in on you and Charles later on.
Hey, Mitch, do you have any kids? Do you have a son? Because if you do, he's a son of a Mitch.
He's a son of a Mitch.
I just want you to know that.
Oh my.
I know, it's pretty good, right? Son of a Mitch.
Yeah, let's see. Hand 36 Solo has made his way in. He said, outside, you gotta mic it.
Oh, yes, you do. You got to mic it outside. Well, yeah, but then we're talking outside with a board. So that'd be great. I would love to have that. That'd be very helpful. Hey, Hans 36 Solo, I got a Millennium Falcon in my yard. You know I do. Better watch out. It's just hanging from a tree. And why? Because I'm a grown man and I can do that around here. That's what we do. We're in Fairfax. Damn it. We put up Millennium Falcons for people. I'm sure somebody's walked by and just been like, okay.
I always appreciate it when Han 36 Solo stops by for sure. Nice guy.
Heck yeah. He's got a Wookiee for a roadie, so he can bring any gear he wants. Like he can bring 4 stacks. Right. Yeah, no. You just keep loading it in there. All right. No problem.
There you go. And Blue Mox says on a few Guitar Forum channels, I see folks running battery packs for the multi-effects units, just relating to zero noise from using 9 volts and pedals. There you go.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, that would make totally good sense. That's why they have some certain power strips or like a power buffer, right? Like they take the power in and hold it in a separate battery system. And then so that's supposed to eliminate for the hum and the problem that you would get from plugging into the wall.
Very nice. I want to welcome in Amanda Coombs.
What is happening, Amanda Coombs? So you get that power strip, eliminate that.
BCG 5150 guitars. He says, I bring all of it.
Bring it all. If you got the Wookiee
parked in the garage. I already loaded, set it up, ready to play out the back of the truck, always outside the box.
Oh, totally. Always. Yeah, that's what the Geo actually is.
He's bringing the stage.
Exactly. Yeah, I should build the Geo into a mobile stage unit where the back opens and it just pops out into a.
And so, Mitch does have a 47-year-old son out there for sure.
There it is. You son of a Mitch.
Son of a-
That guy. No, he's probably a really nice guy. 46. That's like my age.
I love this, but I'm sorry to interrupt you, but
No, you're fine. Don't worry about it.
Fellows responding to BCG guitars,
Yeah.
and he says, "I've done that. The whole flatbed."
Hell yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that if you're gonna busk and you're thinking of busking, that might be a way that you could just set up in the back of your truck. You pay your parking meter thing. No one's gonna mess with you, and you just do your thing and try to get, you know.
Well, we have a special guest that has made his appearance.
Who's that?
It's Rico B saying good evening from sunny
boy.
Arizona.
Rico B. It's been a while since
There you
we've
go.
seen Rico. What is happening, Rico B? Good to see you.
Good to see you, buddy. And
Yep.
Zach Thong says, "Yeah, Robbie, he's a bro. I met him a couple years back. I really got to know him." And JB Discord on the JB Discord server. All right.
Well, that's cool. You see, that's what I love about this. You get to get some friends out of the whole thing, or like-minded people.
Well, I tell you, that's the whole point behind, chatting with Charles, getting together the fellows in this community, putting those faces with the names, getting to know the backstories a little bit, and bringing us all closer together.
The backstory and the crack story. Who was on crack? Probably none of our actual communities really on crack currently.
Oh
People
my.
may have dabbled in the crack world now and then, but I'm sure we're not going into that. We don't need to go into everybody's history. Some of it is public and it is out there to be, all right.
Some of it's on camera, some of it's not.
Some of it's, some people have been arrested for it, and that's public knowledge, but other people haven't. So I haven't. I've always been very respectful to the law. Yes or no, sir. Mm-hmm.
In Hun 36 Solo is clearing things up. Drugs are bad.
Drugs are bad. Drugs are bad. And we are with you on that. Drugs are bad.
Want to welcome in OU812. He says, "What up, Safari goers?"
Oh, yeah. OU812. Yeah, I ate one. U812. All right. Yeah, we'll see you in a while. It's going to be a fun show.
I love how he comes back and he qualifies this. 420 is not a drug. No.
420 is not a drug. It's a medicinal. It's basically the same as a hibiscus tea, but you get high.
There you go. Well, Blue Mox has said he was curious about those battery packs for some on sale from Amazon, actually designed to run multiple pedals and effects units, rechargeable, of course.
I could do that. I kind of want to get the. I more than kind of want to get. I intend on getting the battery pack that powers the Spark, because that would be very handy dandy. You know what I mean? Yeah, be on the move with that thing. And the new one has that capability. There's a plug in the back. You buy the extra battery for however much, and boop, and you're good to go.
That's funny. Funny that Kush brings up coffee and weed and coffee.
Yeah.
That's the show. It's called Coffee and Weed.
It was almost called Coffee and Weed because we were going to do it on Sunday. We started.
It was originally on Sunday morning. Yeah.
Yeah, we were originally, but we didn't want to label it like. We didn't want it to be about drugs. That's the problem, because when you say coffee and weed, people, I mean, literally, the United States, as of today, still has it classified in the same thing as like heroin and meth. So let's get that straight. That's going to change very soon, thank God. But it's like, you don't promote it in that way. And I simply don't, just because of the youth. I'm 50 years old. I do what the hell I want. And I live in California, but I don't go promoting it to people that are youth that aren't ready to like receive it yet. Because I probably could have waited a while when I was a kid before I got all into it. You know what I mean?
Well, it falls under the category we're all adults and we'll pick our own poison.
Totally. But, yeah. And living in California makes it kind of, it's freaking everywhere. It's great.
Want to welcome in Ian's Guitar Shack, saying hell yeah. Well, hello.
Hell yes. See, we were talking earlier. We had the Guitar Shack. We've had Grease Monkey Garage. We've got a jam cave. And I was, so he's got, see, we do have a Guitar Shack. I was saying Love Shack, but that's good. That's right down the street from Ian's house.
That's down the street. That's before and after.
That's the one with the red lights down the block from Ian.
Oh, so Not only that, but we've got Ben Tom with us. He says, without THC in the system 24 hours a day, I would not be able to stand the physical pain.
Thank you. Yes, thank you, Ben Tom. Also, I believe that I will have people comment to me sometimes and they'll say, man, how are you the person that you are that you just deal with these people that, would seemingly annoy me to no end, or I could never do what you do or whatever. And I just like, man, I was made for this, man. I was raised by hippies, man. I was injected with THC from a young age to where I'm just like, oh yeah, we're all weird. I can out weird anybody in this room, usually at any point in the day. So I'm like, that's why it doesn't bother me. I'm okay with it.
Well, Ryan is saying that we could have called it Wake and Bake.
Wake and bake. Yeah, On the days off. Well, actually, that's not true. On the everyday for life.
VCG says sounds better than cake and coffee. Coke and coffee.
Well, Coke and coffee. Yeah, Coke and coffee sounds like, but you know what? Honest truth, you're going to get a lot more done. All right. On that day, the Coke and coffee, you're a highly productive morning person. All right. Except for the whole afternoon is focused on getting more Coke. The beginning of the day is very productive.
I love Mach. He always brings us back to reality. He says, I'm old. If someone's talking about crack, it usually meant the plumber was over clearing a clog.
Right. Or I've bent over too far and my pants are revealing something. That's typically when I'm on crack, if that's what is happening.
And Ben Tom says he never had any THC until he was 42.
Oh, well, you need to catch up then. All right. I'm going to advise that you start to triple dose. All right. You need to talk about OU812, OI81, I85 Okay. So just step it up. You'll be fine.
For sure.
You'll catch up eventually.
Yeah. So, Zach Thong is kind of carrying on a little bit more about the Robbie Stingle thing. And he says, that seemed Discord same Discord server. Also met some other folks. He like Brian and Trev and John all in the chat now.
Oh, hell yeah. No, it's good people. It's good people.
Yeah.
That's why this channel, not the channel, but that's why the show started, because it was like, well, we want to hang out after Tony's done. Sometimes he wraps it up in an hour and he's done. Let's, hang out for another hour after that.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. And Tony kind of put us together with getting us working on that Paisley Telecaster project.
Yeah.
And Steve says chatting with Charles is fun. If you haven't been on yet, reach out to a fella. You'll have a great time, and you don't need an expensive setup to hang out. That's right.
Exactly.
Sure.
You don't need to pack up your rig. No need to pack up the rig to the gig. You can just sit there in front of the cam. And hey, what do you think of this bass body?
It looks pretty good from here. So this is the recent sale they just had, huh?
This is AlanEden.com, and they were doing a closeout of oh my god. So these things were originally like $349 for a loaded body, and then the necks are like $99 or $129, but that's it's a paddle headstock. You have to cut the headstock. So they sat around, then finally they go on clearance sale, and the sale price was essentially less than what you could buy a Guitar Fetish Strat body for.
Oh wow.
For the whole loaded with the pick guard and the pickups, the bridge, even came with a neck plate and screws in the box.
So if you had a choice between the Alan Eden bodies and the Guitar Fetish ones that are Fender spec'd out, right? The XGBs, right? Which would you choose?
I would say that Guitar Fetish has a bigger variety, and I would say that their quality is about the same. Maybe if I'm, on a 1 to 10, 10 being a warm-off body, which is high quality and worth the money, but it's high dollar. So you're talking 300 something, 350, maybe more depending on the paint job. Say that that's a 10 at the best you can get. We're just saying that that's a 10. I would say that Alan Eden bodies are around a 6.5 to a 7, and Guitar Fetish bodies are typically around a 6, right? But you're talking about $100 versus $400.
Right.
So do you make the choice of how that big that gap needs to be. If you're building something for resale, warmoth bodies do not make sense, and you cannot have a business really founded on that.
Mhm.
Because you will be so deep into your parts that you would not be able to really. You could try to ask for. Some people do it. Ask for $4,000 for a build or whatever. But I'm not doing that because that's kind of crazy.
Well, BC Rich 581 says talking base bodies. There are only really 3 different designs, honestly.
Yeah, that's pretty much. Well, no, there's doesn't Music Man have their little Stingray bass, one pickup? That's kind of a little bit of a. But you're right. They're all very.
They're all variations on like the P bass or a jazz bass or
and then they got some spaceship ones that they go a little crazy on, like some higher end bass companies. But yeah,
I love this. BCG 5150 guitar says, "I'm sorry if I didn't say hello to everyone. Hello, I was distracted by the crack conversations."
Yeah, a little distracting, huh? Yeah,
Oh,
man, triggering. Sorry, didn't mean to trigger anybody, but we're talking about bending over with our pants that were sagging.
So BC Rich up, jazz, P bass, and the Stingray.
Mm-hmm. I want to build a little Stingray bass. I kind of feel like that's more my style for something that I would have and play all the time rather than this one pickup humbucker.
Blue Box says he looked at buying some pickups from Guitar Fetish. Never did, but it would assume they're decent.
They are okay. They actually have the whole range. You can buy very, very cheap pickups from them, or you can buy half decent ones that are they have like a upper brand semi brand name for their better pickups that are Alnico 5 or they're all real parts. So it's all about the parts and the wire and the machinery, right? So if they got good parts in it, you pay a little bit more. I'll tell you what you can get good from Guitar Fetish for pickups are the Earl Slick pickups.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, they are freaking kick in the pants. As good as some of the
you put Earl Slicks in the weren't they Earl Slicks in the Paisley Telecaster?
May have been. It's been so long I don't remember, but I think that those might have been a Fralin pickup that I put in that one because I had back in the day a gifted to me. It was a Fralin Tele pickup, and that guitar sounded killer. But this one up here behind me, this 2 humbucker Telecaster shaped object has Earl Slick high output humbuckers in them, and they're killer. So, and they use high end parts because when you pick up the pickup, you're like, oh, it feels kind of like a bare knuckles pickup or a other high end. You can just feel that it was built with a little bit of quality.
There you go.
And they're not expensive.
Going back to bass talk for a minute, Ryan's reminding us.
Steinberger. Don't forget, yeah. Yep. They built basses. They had a bunch of those little and headless basses. Yeah.
And Ian's got one of the Stingrays by Sterling. Sure.
Actually, I've been thinking if I treat myself to like a guitar that is just a complete don't need it, but just kind of want it. I played and set up 4 or 5, probably more of them, because they would give me all of the Majesties for some reason. Was like a Stingray version of the Majesty, because God knows I'm not going to get the Music Man one. That's just not my style. You can't own a Geo Metro and play a Majesty. It just doesn't work that way. But I could get the Stingray ones because they can get those on for like $800 or something. And then set it up really well, and maybe even I don't think I would even have to upgrade the pickups. I think they come with Fishmans, so I would be happy with that as a guilty pleasure.
Well, Ben Tom bought his son a Sir P bass style for his 18th birthday, and he absolutely is in love with it.
Oh, hell yeah!
But it was not cheap.
Yeah, but you made the right purchase. Because you parked your money, you'll get more out of it than getting
in the end, yeah. And to continue on with that, his son was playing a Squier P bass for about 4 years before that.
Yep,
so that's a nice upgrade, right?
That is, but for 4 years, so the kid's got a handle on it. Now he's playing some riffs, and now he can really really enjoy what the upgrade feels like, Yeah, that's cool. That's great. You get all set up. Oh,
Zach says the next time he's down in Montreal, he's probably going to meet up with another channel from that area, the padded pedal room.
that's
with
cool.
Francis there. Awesome.
I still have yet to meet up and go down to Livermore and say what's up to Laz and all those cats that are in the area.
Mm-hmm. And
We did
BC
have
Rich
dinner
says,
once.
BC Rich says, sir, and cheap are not a thing you can get a Steinberger for some of those bases. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not inexpensive, but then again,
No,
they're
not at
great.
all.
They're good stuff. So get a Zon base. Get him the real deal. Go the whole way.
And Vent Tom says he prefers the Sir. He played a few older versions of Ned's bases.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Let's see.
I'll take a Sir.
Guitars sound great. All right.
Oh,
And
the Epi.
Tom
The
says
Epi.
the only other guitar I lost after is a Lust. I guess this is supposed to be Lust after is a Tyler Studio Elite HD.
I just don't know about the Tyler headstock, man. I'd have to be around, and I've played and set up, and I like Tyler. They're good. The ones that I touched were kind of older, so they were more probably when he was doing them.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't fall in love with that. Sorry.
BC Rich says he found that some of the best pickups are the ones I threw in the bin and forgot about. Because we're all chasing certain pickup sound or,
right,
new hot pickup or whatever. Yeah.
Oh, and so then you put them back in something and you're like, whoa, these freaking sound good. Why did I ever pull these out? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just about you didn't have them close enough to the strings. And then the next time you put them in, you get them set right where they need to be and they come alive.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the thing, man. If you're not setting your pickup, especially humbuckers, if you're not setting your humbuckers to the right height, which is incredibly close to the pickup, with you press down at the very last fret and you measure it and you bring it up
really close to the strings.
Well, I've got the measurements. I just always forget. Okay. On the bridge pickup, it's 1.6 millimeters, which is not a lot, right? Which is 1/16 of an inch. And on the neck pickup, it's 2.4 millimeters, 3/32 of an inch. And you will bring those pickups to life. That's just what I do as a standard. That's where I start. If something seems like it's, too much, I'll back it off, or too little, I'll raise it a little bit. You can't raise it much more than 1/16 of an inch.
Yeah, you're gonna get it where it starts to come down to the pickup.
It's going to be on the pickup, right? Or if something else changes, somebody decides that they want to drop their action for some reason well below 60/50, which would be stupid, but they could do that, and then it would be onto the pickup, right at the bridge.
And Terry 3G says guitar fetish pickups can be good. The problem is now there are other sellers out there with better prices and such as over Amazon and other places. So
totally. Amazon, I'm still doing Amazon for parts and pieces like Geiger and this and that, but I haven't seen that big of a shift yet, but I'm sure we will now that this new law has gone through.
And Han 36 Sola says 2 Strats I got recently with Alnico 5s in it had it bad for and I had to tap down the whole pieces under the third strings to fix it.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, to get rid of a too pingy or too bright, just a big ping. Yeah.
Yep.
That's good. Well, you got to do what you got to do. A little tippy tap.
So it looks like Randy and Bent Tom are going back and forth about that Tyler headstock.
Now, here's the thing, though. Do I really care? No. If I have a guitar that I really am enjoying the sound of it and love it and it plays really good, I could overlook that, but I'm not necessarily seeking to, although I like the Parker Fly headstock, the little eagle claw.
And Ben Thomas saying, Seth, do you see a lot of Amazon knockoff parts under other names? I often find cannabis paraphernalia under names like vacuum cleaner parts.
Oh, that's funny. So maybe you could find parts and pieces that are for guitars, but not labeled as guitar parts. If it's
Perhaps.
super inexpensive, that's cool. That's good.
Charles,
1/65 inch.
you missed my first post. Oh, okay. I missed something along the in here. Okay. Let's see.
Remember, I have to be closer. It will buzz. Days to find the buzz.
Oh, that's
and
why
here
he
it
was
is.
saying.
Yeah.
So, hand solo 36. The first part of the of what he was saying that I missed was, Seth, do you know if L nickel 5 single coils are more likely to cause striditis, the weird oscillating sound heard on the third string?
Yeah, well, I've always thought
about the pickup, and he had to lower the pole pieces because
Yeah.
it kept it in the third string.
Yeah. I've definitely I've struggled back and forth with striditis. And that's when you're playing in the upper register and the pickups are strong, good, healthy pickups, and they're up too high and they're pulling the strings down onto the frets. So everything sounds just muddled and buzzy. So at that point, I drop the pickup, the whole pickup low, and then slowly dial up until I'll dial up until it starts doing it, and then dial it back down. So it's dial it down, especially neck pickup, and then play. It's not striditis, bring it up a little bit. Play, not striditis, bring it up a little bit. Keep doing that until you play. Oh, striditis. Oh, that's what I don't want. Back it down a little bit. That's
and we all have our own, starting places about where we think it should be, and then you adjust from there.
And I love that he went and like, all right, I got to tap this pole piece. That's what's going on. That's what I'm going to do. And boom, did it, moved on, and it worked. That's great. That's what you want to do. You want to be able to do that. Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Blue Mox is saying, "Hey Ben Tom, Boeing south of Seattle had had an outlet for used materials. I built a 4-foot tall bong about 50 years back."
Nice. Yep. You can buy those the mystery Amazon boxes.
I'm kind of guessing here, but I'm thinking Ben Tom was on board with that plan.
Oh, 4-footer. That'll do something to you for sure. I've seen some contraptions that people have made with like air pumps and stuff. Now it's like, you're just, oh boy, that's a whole nother level. You're just taking it. We went there.
Well, Seth, so what is on the bench? What do you got working now? Is the bass, right?
I've got a bass going. I'm building from an old body that was just in the parts bin, a 2-point trem with that neck that I had that I cut that looks like a Parker neck, Parker fly headstock. So I'm just putting that together. So I got a kid at school that needs a 2-point trem with humbuckers. So I'm just going to build that so we can have that at school. And then I got these basses that I'm going to have 2 4-string basses done here in about a week or so. Then I still have this Les Paul that I can't come to a decision on how I want to do the stain. So I'm analysis paralysis. It's been there for 3 weeks. Just looking at it, thinking, what should I do? I mean, I know I want to do something like red and black. I should probably just do red and black.
Well, I have gotten to the point on Brother Ed's guitar where the clear has been sprayed.
Yes.
On the very last coat, there's a little bit of a couple funky things, but I think they'll come out in the wet sand. If not, we do another a little bit more spraying. But it is it's a nice looking guitar. It is
nice,
a nice looking guitar. And then we'll be starting on the Charles Green Poison Telecaster. So.
Killer. Well, I mean, it's going to be a while. You got to put are you putting the whole guitar together? Or you just sending it to your brother to put
No, we are doing the whole build. He has got, we're doing that. We've got the Godot Damascus hardware to go on it. He's got eagle head knobs going on the controls, and we got Wilkinson pickups going into it, and a set of Wilkinson vintage tuners going in as well.
Okay, so you're pretty much ready to go.
So we're getting there on that one. So he's getting a little impatient on me.
Well, no, that's the thing. Finish work, takes forever. People, it's the longest thing, and it's the hardest.
Oh,
it's the hardest thing.
I tell you, getting with the fabric tops, it's like gluing everything down and lining up. That's the fun part, but it's like the part that takes like this to do once you really know what you're doing. It's getting that finish right is all the rest of the work going into it.
I like the setup part. I like when all the finish work is done and it's built and it's time to dial in and play. That's kind of my favorite time because I like. I like playing them in too. That one that I'm not
Sarah, how are you?
What? Sarah's oh, hey. I know her. Guess what, Charles? I've seen Sarah topless.
Oh, well. Oh my.
Yep. It's crazy. I know, it's weird. But she did make me marry her. So there's that.
There's that part, yeah.
It wasn't free.
All right. Well, we obviously have reached
with that, well, we've reached the hour. No, guys, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with the Guitar Safari shenanigans. Charles, dude, you're amazing. I appreciate you. I know,
Sarah. Yeah, folks have kind of seen that one. Unfortunately, I can't share with me right now because it is not in the room with me. But we'll be doing maybe next week. We'll show it off a little bit.
Oh yeah, he's gonna show it. He has his whole channel. She's subscribed, dude. She goes to your channel more than mine. Yep, yeah. She unsubscribed. I think she blocked my channel or something. It's fine, but
for good reason.
Yeah. Well, she was happy about this the bases because they were such a good deal. But then she saw the color, and she was like, "Oh, kind of a letdown." But you know what? For what it is, I think it looks good now that it has the inlays. The inlays work with it. Not my most favorite blue. It's almost like a Miami blue.
It is going to be a nice piece. Cool. But I want to remind everybody that Steve Brand and Quentin James are getting ready to go live in Guitar Talk Universe now.
GTU.
And, they were going to be followed up by Charles Green and Mitch. What the Mitch Heyman is going on here?
Mitch Heyman is happening.
And always want to remind everyone there is a Water Buffalo meeting tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern.
Ooh,
and I might be able to make that. Links have been sent out.
Okay.
But thank you once again for spending Friday night with us. We had a great time with you. Hope you had a great time with us.
Thank you guys. Yep.
Of course, we'll send you out with one of our
Guitar Safari theme song. All right. Yeah.
Here you go.
Oh.
I like
party with me. Come on, people. Charles and me. About to take you on Guitar Safari. So turn on your computer, turn on your phone. 'Cause it's about to go down. One volume, one tone. Yeah, Charles